And fuck, I have too many layers, so I barely can even find my fucking my media sources. Also, there was something I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. Like, I think it was related to that guy who changed his identity 1000 fucking times. Ah, wait. When I was ranting about that guy, I didn't tell you why another reason why I really don't like those dog VTubers at all. And that part is actually for their sake, not for Mike, who was like just pissed about a guy mindlessly wasting money and time and effort of people who have made models for him. And there are quote unquote several incidents that happened because, well, someone was using a stock model. And first one is like much more famous because, well, the third one, because, well, first two are related to one VTuber specifically, and like the third one is something that I just remember from when I was just looking for the VTuber tips, you know, just because. Anyway, so this story revolves Philian, and Philian is a very popular VTuber, and, well, she describes herself as a VTuber in training, but, well, I don't really buy it because, well, first of all, she is really popular. She is like extremely popular. Like, she has subscribers in millions. And, well, second of all, she already hosted a lot of like various VTuber related events. Hell, like VTuber Awards or something like that, how it's called, is hosted by her. And, well, her whole shtick, aside from her actual shticks, is that she uses a stock model, which at one point she confessed that she didn't even buy the model, she just pirated it from VR chat. Like, someone uploaded the base model and she basically ripped it off from VR chat. Oh, I'm just in training. Already financially stable. And so, she used this model quite a lot, and when people ask her, since it was a stock model, like, would she actually use her actually commissioned an original model? And she said, it would rob away at my identity or something. Yeah, like, she's already way too much associated with this model, so she is afraid that it would, like, the moment she changes her model, like, everyone will disappear. Even though this is stupid, considering, again, she has millions of, like, a lot of fans, like, fuck ton of fans that probably would even appreciate the model change, considering, again, this is like a stock model, first of all, and second of all, it's not even a good model. Like, fellow 3D VTubers actually have better models than this, with better rigging to this. Because, again, this is a stock model, and stock models usually don't really have the highest quality, like, just acceptable, you know? Unlike commissioned ones that have all sorts of goodies. Anyway, so she also made the merge with that stock model, even though she did recolor it to match her. Like, she has like white hair and purple eyes. And like, that's another thing. She could have actually commissioned a model that just has white hair and purple eyes. Like, this is like her key features. That she has like cat/dog ears, and that she has white and purple, white hair and purple eyes. Millions of subs, and my favorite Vtuber has a model they can call their own. And so she used this design quite often. And she also used another KB model as well. And well, it all went fine and dandy until the original creator got a wind of it. Because, well, the original creator is Japanese, and, well, the VTuber is, well, English speaking, so she has a lot of Western partnerships, like Gamer Subs, etc., etc. But she collaborated with a Good Smile, which is a very big company. Also, this company is also funding the Toho lawsuit, the more you know. And, well, since Good Smile is popular in Japan, especially in Androids, the creator was like, wait a fucking minute. Wait a fucking minute. Why is my Ringo design is used as a base for the Android? And so shit hit the fan for this. And, well, it ultimately settled down. Like, again, this is a Japanese artist we're talking about. So they tend to be much more lenient on forgiving people for their blunders, but they are much more stricter about, you know, the ownership. So they didn't really relinquish the ownership of the model to Filian because, well, it is a stock model made to be a stock model, so they cannot just give away the base design and let Filian to buy it off. Again, that was not the original purpose of the model. And, well, again, like I said, well, the bad Frown walks in. And, fuck, I fucked up their left here. They're much more lenient on forgiving blunders, such as this, so they settle down. But imagine if it was like the Western designer. I think it would be a massive shitstorm. I feel like a massive fucking shitstorm because they have a lot much more self-respect for this type of crap. And well, and so there is like another story that happened recently, actually, and well, because it is a stock model, that means anyone can use it. And so a fucking imposter showed up. Actual fucking imposter. Like hell, like was also a bit about Japanese Filian. And this, like, there is also an imposter called Filian. And well, their content was like literally so different from the base Filian, because well, Filian herself is much more, you know, safe for work, while Filian like has a very suggestive content via chat content, and they're like also that actually could have fooled some people. Hell, there was like a quote-unquote fake fan who claimed like the dumbest shit ever, said, they don't have any differences between contents, so like they were like one of the Filian's defenders when the Filian was caught, and people like, Jesus, you have a fucking dumb monkey brain. Do you fucking realize that Filian wouldn't do lewd shit? I was attacked by my own biology. Oh, hi, Cole. Happy Valentine Day. Tuba and Surubami IL. Oh, hi, Cole. Again, I'm doing the bullying, but admittedly, I don't know how much of the bullying is actually warranted, because I do have an eye towards this fucking person specifically, and I'm recounting the tales on why you shouldn't use stock models unless you're just starting out. Like, I wonder if this actually sounds familiar to you, because though it may not sound familiar, because this person like changed the identity like several thousand fucking times. Oh my god, so me. Hi everyone, hi Lintana. No, hi Kaiko. Ah yes, Misamaru is a KS argument. Yeah. And well, the third reason is that there was like a guy who was like, oh, you shouldn't have to pay so much to use models. You could just use this, and I use it for free. And it looks like my profile picture. And you know what's the funniest part about this whole thing here? You know, about this quote-unquote Vtuber advice? That guy was using a funded model. You know, the mascot of fanbase of Mori Calliope. And everyone was started asking about this. Do you know Mori Calliope? Do you know Fundets? And I think that guy probably knew, but still, like, I don't think it was his intention to actually cosplay as a fucking Fundet. And have you seen? Oh wait, Heikel. Did you see the Witch's Heart what? Did you see the Witch's Heart what? You know, the end of it. Like, please tell me, did you see it or not? Did you witness the greatest moment of all time? That's like me using fucking Lucy Maho as my PFP. I did. What the fuck? You wanna know the best part about all of this? It will stay like this for quite a while, actually. Like, from what I've played, it just kinda stays like this. Until, like, the ending of like, Invective's arc. Because, yeah, she actually has a character arc in this. And oh god, I know I said, like, Rouge is my favorite character, but holy shit, Invective. Sorry again, I'm being attacked by my own biology, so I'm lying down and haunted by demons. Oh, and well, I don't know, like, have you seen the start of the my anniversary vote? Because well, here I actually talk about this guy and you know this toxicity that he's trapped in. Again, like it is kinda pointless for me to be mad at him as much as I am. Because ultimately, it is very wasteful to actually be mad at those people. Literally, were scenes are quite alive? No. Literally me would replace demons with soldiers to skin myself alive. And well, my own biology, how do I describe my own biology? It just, I need some sleep! I need some sleep! And just repeat it ad infinitum. I just go me. I'm trying to keep up, sorry. There's a big delay. Ah, okay. So, have you seen it? Or nah? Because oh god, I'm actually kinda afraid of going to this channel now because there can be a chance that this person fucking noticed it and just brings me up as a worst type of elitism in Vtuber community. And like maybe one of the points is like, oh, your model isn't even fucking good. And like, oh, who is talking? Like, you literally traded the VTuber model for PNG tuber, even though I have like actual technical reasons for me to actually use this. To actually use the PNG tuber model. I don't remember, but I didn't catch the beginning. Alright. Again, you might actually heard of this person. Jesus Christ, there's like a fly here. Also, the previous stream got nuked. And well, I did a silly. Which actually made the word fucking nuke itself. I get a good amount of sleep, but the stomach pains and monthly subscription to Satan's bloody waterfalls that came with my gender female is giving me a huge skill issue right now. Oh god, same. But like, with that fucking king monthly subscription, I also get like, the shit pooper. Maybe it could have been like, you know how I accused the recent model of being like a stock model? Maybe it could not be a 8-foot stock model. Maybe it could be actually commissioned one. I don't know. But still, it still looks stock. I don't know. Oh, can't believe God gave women periods. How could they do to our Lord? That's my job. I'm sorry, but I did a massive oopsie. Anyway, you might not recognize this guy. And I will be brief because I already been way too mean. I already was way too mean to this guy. So I don't want to repeat myself way too much. Also, I might skip over to from the goon stuff because there was a phase where this guy was gooning the hell out. I don't. Is that Toho? Seeing how I, as a man, already had super late, if I was a woman, I would probably be dead. Oh god. Oh my god, FOMO sucks. Put some fucking clothes on. Alright. I think that's about it. But basically, this guy uses stock models, a lot of stock models. And there are some commissioned ones. Like this one I know for a fact this is commissioned. Why are you scrolling through kids? But this one is stock. Like stock. This is commissioned one. And then he went back to stock. There's a goon face. And like previously this guy was known as Remy, then Lane, then I guess Accuse Archive, and then someone else, and then someone else, and then Raiko Sakata. Hell, like Olive went trading stock. Stonks. Himata Core. Haru Tsolkov commits misogyny against an assortment of adopt stock women. Olive and Moki fought the FBI. Stock. Olive and Shisargimaru. Anyway, again, this is a guy. And well, again, the reason he uses a lot of stock models is because, well, he commissioned a model once and he didn't like it. That's what he was saying, at least. And then he commissioned his friends. And then he went back to using stock. And again, as a person who makes her own models, this really pisses me off, considering, again, wow, effort wasted. Wow, skill issue. Guy sex when she's a tree. And he talks about Toho a lot, and well, also thinking that he's popular or not popular, I guess. Like he made like all sorts of videos like on growth and shit, and like that the algorithm is favoring him somehow. And I guess like if you're getting audience through like random shits, maybe that's okay, but like, hell, like the reason why I am as honest as I am is, well, I want to actually have a much more loyal people, you know, who actually like me for who I am. You know, I don't want any random people who just, you know, don't have too much attachment to me, you know? As parasocial as it sounds, you know? Because ultimately, maybe because I don't really seek to be a content creator that much. Like, I don't really view it as my potential livelihood. Like, maybe as a side hustle, maybe that's a yes. Because I don't want people to know more about len'en and, you know, the things that they might have not noticed. You're beating your own len'en cabal, but and who you are is awesome and funny. Oh, thank you. And, like, I can understand the search of identity, and I'm speaking genuinely here. I'm not trying to be mean. No. Because, well, I was at that phase, but first of all, I was a minor at the time. Like I was very underage when this thing happened, and well, I was in a very, very awful situations that made me very unstable on who I am, on who I should be, you know. And that was like, you know, quote unquote canon events that happened to me once, which I will not specify it, but and in the grand scheme of things, it's just a very much nothing burger, like absolutely nothing burger. Like, oh jeez, I was like 13 when this shit happened, so you know, you cannot really blame me too much for this. Even though, again, I am like the only person I am the only one to blame. What I can describe this is I try to bite more than I can chew, and well, hell, it didn't even actually involve any monetary gain, you know. I just overpromised some stuff and then I left the internet. I get the feeling. Sometimes shit leaves your emotional mental integrity at a total shot, yeah. And then I kinda switched my identities, and well, ultimately I decided to stay on alephdestroid, and here I was like having a resolve, because I was pretty much starting from the blank page. Like, I will be no longer RTG phone who was previously attached to another person, and well, again, that previous person might have said a lot of shit in the past, but that's due to like heavy misunderstanding on her part and well, the mentality, because well, Russia is very conservative, so you know. Hell, I was still like very supportive of people of minorities. It's just like I didn't understand some certain aspects, you know. Again, but I still like supported people. And you know, even back then, like trans rights are human rights. Child me knew that even before like internet, you know. Like, I don't care if it's like a man or a woman, like, it's what they are is already very funny. Well, not funny, just fine, you know? Maybe at first it's kinda off-putting, but then again, you start to appreciate it. Also, like, my first trans character exposure was from 1-Bit Heart. And well, how was her name was? Like at first I was put off, but like, oh yes, queen. Even so, admittedly I wasn't really doing any trans characters back in the day, even though I did have a lot of lesbians. Even before I knew what lesbians are. I just like had two girls dating and kissing each other. Like I didn't have a full accent on what lesbians truly are, you know? I need to search up the list of characters in 1-bit hot. Because there are a lot of characters. And well, it didn't really kinda show me the you know, it didn't help me with my low self-esteem at the time. It did teach me that I should be more outgoing overall. Yeah, it's Yakumo Shitara. It's Yakumo Shitara. And she is the queen. She's the queen. I was the first time Arab a lot of my friends met, and it's really funny to think about, because some people kept like coming to me and like, hey Michael, is this offensive? I don't want to offend. The thing is a harmless silly joke. You're telling me girls kissing has a community? Olive probably. Yeah, I didn't know that this was actually a thing. Yeah, here she is, my one true queen. And hell, there's no ambiguity about it, you know? There's literally zero ambiguity. Here it is. She is a trans woman and prefers to be referred as she pronouns. She's quick to correct someone if they use the wrong pronouns for her. Hell, this is Shitara, the drugstore owner. She's a miss. I guess she makes all the medicines here. She likes medicine, surely. Maybe food from Kansai. Like, yeah. This was like my first introduction to trans characters, and I loved it, you know? And it probably helped that I really hated her little shits. I think that those are her siblings, like, and they were like massive pranksters. And God, even when I played this game for myself after several years, I still hated those little shits. It's just pulling mean pranks for no fucking reason, and I genuinely hate that. Don't know, I just... Now you might even how I found out that I was gay. Oh, tell me. Genuinely stupid and funny story. And I guess I can recall also how I found out who I was. Maybe. So... Again, even as a child, I never had like any trouble with girls kissing girls and boys kissing boys. Like, none at all. Hell, maybe I accidentally assumed my uncle was trans because, well, I was raised in an only girl household. Like, there are more women than there are men, because men are either dead or left the family. And so I assumed that my uncle was also a woman. Even though I know he's my uncle. Because, like, seriously, this was like the only guy. Like, that appeared kinda later when I gained conscience. But I never actually cared too much for romance. Like, yeah, like pairs, sure, you can go around and as such, but I never really cared for much more hetero. Thing is, like, especially like again, I have to remind you, Russia is a very conservative country, so like usually all those trade couples would also be very toxic. Like woman must be subservient to literally everything, and so I never cared for this. Like the only time I actually liked uh the romance the romance was entangled. Like it was like the first time I actually thought, wait, the romance here is actually very hit. And that because like it treated actually people as equals, not that one is inferior to another, you know? That's what I realized in hindsight. But yeah, that was like the reason I liked it, you know? And overall, like, if there was a character who was like at the all the lovey-dovey thingies, like like I would relate to them so heavily. Like, oh god, same. I would react the same way, actually. So initially, I was romantic just because I plainly hated people. And overall, I'm just a very tense person. Again, try to actually make an advance on me, and I would not get it until you actually on your breaking. Like on your breaking. Блять. But yeah, I'm so dense and very dense. And even then, like, if people confess to me straight up, I would not actually, you know, respond to them. Like, again, I don't think I will actually love them as much as they do me, you know? I can only love strongly my friends because they're comrades and they're willing to listen to me, you know? They're, you know what's funny? Yeah. I'm listening. Oh, me and my current partner are both dense as fuck, so what happens that we were affectionate to one another for months and neither of us thought the other liked them back. Though again, like speaking of relationship from my part, like one of those is just first of all I'm not really feeling it, and second of all, like I wouldn't love them as much as I do. I wouldn't love them as much as they do me, because I like hearing all those lovey-dovey pairs. I just realized, man, I could never love anybody like this. The only person I would love as much as they love their like significant other is myself, and even then that's a massive stretch. And well, the main part is that, well, I'm sorry, but I'm just not mentally like sound to actually be in a relationship, you know? Like again, I'm unfortunately a very selfish person. And well, I do have a third backstory to it, like, which basically boils down to my sister beating the crap out of me, like she always does. And so the moment she fucking disappeared from my life, I decided, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to be the selfish person ever. Like, I will be very fucking selfish. Just because it actually makes me happy. For once. I don't want to share anything with anyone unless I want to. Plus, being aware of your own limits is pretty mature and wise. Yeah. Like, I feel like people should have like some sort of self-awareness when it comes to relationships, because it is like a very serious thing here. Like hell, especially like having children. Like hell, like there's now a recent talk about like having children and all that, and you know, I know for a fact I would be a very awful parent. Like, I will be very neglectful, because like I still have my goals, those nebulous goals that really relate me to being a people person, I suppose. Yeah, and let fucking preach it. Fucking preach it, king. Like, it's so annoying seeing people treating like being selfish as a very bad and toxic thing. But no, you just want to prioritize your own happiness. And like, even if you're being selfish, it doesn't mean you have to be a dick about it. Like, you have to be actual supervillain for it. Like, yeah, maybe it might come at the cost of someone else's happiness, but like, you at least do feel bad about it. It's not like, now they get to be miserable as much as I was. Like, no. Like, it generally, like, when it comes to, like, if my happiness comes at the expense of another, it's just, like, me feeling like, well, sucks to suck, I suppose. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. Again, like, even though I'm a people person, I suppose, hell, like, you know the Rift of Necrodancer, and that's, like, this mole mini-game? Like, this made me realize how much I genuinely love performing. It's actually really toxic when it genuinely hurts someone else. Like you said, you don't have to be a dick about it or actively put others at risk, exactly. Like, how much I just genuinely love being a performer, you know? So I guess this is like the reason why I decided to do this. I understand why you relate to that picture of the cat you showed. Wretched creature! Oh yeah, Heiko, you might have not seen this, but here. This is a cat picture I actually showed. Now I forgot in which context I used because again, the previous word kind of nuked. Because I made a silly oopsie that I shouldn't have done, so you know. There's being selfish and there's being lime and ass. Let me put it in the corner somewhere. Yeah, I think that looks kinda right. And just general like performance type of things, like, you know, the whole aesthetic and such. So maybe I was just a massive sheltered theater kid. Because, well, the reason why I say sheltered is because I never seen a fucking theater club once. Seriously, I only saw this in fucking fiction. So yeah. I feel like the head is a little bit too big, so I might actually resize it. Too bad those are not vectors, so the line width will not retain, so this is the consequences of my foolish actions. Oh wait, I should have actually drawn it out before I... Yeah, I should actually draw the line out the rest of the body before I actually do all of this. So, like, even despite like wishing to just make people just amused, like, oh god, I seriously hate just having live for somebody else's sake, you know? Like, there was also like a presentation in my class. Well, we have to make presentations for our classes. There was bit about like how not having a quote-unquote predestined path actually leads to freedom. And yeah, that's like the ultimate like anti-nihilism. Because, well, it actually nice that life ultimately has no meaning. Because if you live with a predetermined meaning, it just makes you feel very restricted. Not saying that you can't follow the craft, you know, the family tradition. Not like that, but like when you're like unhappy with this, it genuinely feels like way too suffocating, you know? Having to carry out all those dreams, you know? Especially when your dreams like might as well be complete opposite to the dreams of those who place the meaning upon you. Don't know, maybe like it's my philosophy on looking at the life as a whole. Like, it's better to have no meaning than having a restrictive meaning, as that can cause other people to make fun out of other people for not fitting into the meaning of life exactly. Despite being inherently disconnected from humanity on personal level, I still value and appreciate human nature, yeah. I guess this is like one of the main themes of Maho, but I will not spoil it because, well, it is like a very heavy theme, which will be revealed in Solstice. And, well, the Solstice is supposed to be like the VAM chapter. Also added. I know I said to Saints that I was being light on you because I don't think it's something that you will enjoy, but have you read Maho? Please answer me. And well, like about Lime, and oh, you must suffer like I have. It's sitting on my bookmarks tab collecting digital dust because a lazy ass can be bothered to do more than one thing in a single day. Well, if it's in your bookmarks, you should probably read it as soon as possible, or else, like, the nebulous hour of timer is going to get your ass. Like, you tried to do with Sense, but Sense isn't here. I'm a few chapters behind because I've been working on my own lore. Oh. Well, good because, well, I am suffering through a bit of a development hell. Even though, like, I am very close to actually finishing the chapter. Even though, like, it's technically fucking filled chapter, so why the fuck am I having so hard time actually writing this? Or actually, do you want for me to actually dub all of this? Like, it will be a very shitty dub. But I'm enjoying Maho. The side chapters are real interesting. I actually want to actually start reading out this because it's technically not all that long. So yeah. Like, let me actually search it up and then pull it up, and then I'll go take a piece because all just I think my piece sack is going to fucking implode. What parts? Maho Chronicles. Oh yeah, I'm not that popular to actually have it as a top search result. It's going to be Maho Shoujo, and technically it was supposed to be inspired by those Maho Shoujo stories, but the problem, do you really expect fucking Fortune, especially Fortune of the Past, to start actually transforming into magical girl? Like, let me pull up the Wattpad and the... Like, hopefully I'll wait a few. I feel that Wattpad might have actually folded in Russia. Thankfully not. So I don't have to use shitty VPNs. Because I really don't want to. Library. I also have Main Gyoku. For them, not only Main Gyoku, but also like Tatari no Gatari, which is like the previous things that I was working on, which I also want to read it out. So I pulled up my library. So yeah, I go take a fucking piece break. Oh my god. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Ah! Wait. Wait, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Since all my formatting goes away, yeah. I think it should be fine, especially if you're editing on PC as opposed to mobile, because editing things on mobile is actually it's such a hassle. So yeah. Also, let me actually resume this. You can wait small. Guess what? This is what my dong looks like. All redacted. All redacted. Look at this. It looks like two balls and a bonk. Yeah, fuck. I forgot what it said. Eggman Hessen. Fuck my Wi-Fi. Small dick. All redacted. No redacted. No redacted. Look at that. It looks like two balls and a bong. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the off. That's right. That's what you get. That's my super laser piece. Except I'm not gonna piss in the off. I'm gonna get high. Wait. I'm gonna fuck the underside. That's right. This is what you get. My super laser piece. Except I'm not gonna piss in the on the underside. I'm gonna go higher. I'm pissing on the moon. How do you like that, Fortune? I pissed on the moon, you idiot! You have 23 hours before the piss droplets hit the fucking underside. Now get out of my fucking sight before I piss on you too. I piss on my wife. Alright. Again, we'll be... Calm it down, my muscle can hear you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And how do I go back apart? How do I go back apart? Imagine someone enters the chat room. Whoa. Oh wait, I found it. So anyway, here are your trigger warnings. Because you have to, or else we're going to get fucked. Despite the lack of any adult such explicit imagery, the recommended rating of Mako is 17+, as it features rather distressing themes that some will be uncomfortable and that's fantasy violence and gore, sexual abuse, child abuse in general, incest, self-harm, suicide, dark themes in general, disownment, war-related imagery, and if you're a massive douchebag, LGBT themes, sexual orientation, exploration, and drama surrounding it. If you're disturbed by any of these themes, please stop reading Mako Chronicle, for fuck's sakes. And I think I need to edit this chapter a little bit. Also, I know the layout feels a little bit much more fucked, but that's due to my Wi-Fi, so you know. Yeah, woman kissing. Maho Chronicles, Chapter 1. My name is Fortune, not the only son of Fortune household. I'm writing this diary in case I'll kick the bucket as well. My older sister is gone for good. My mom jumped off a cliff with my baby sister in hand. The only person I'm left with is my piece of shit dad who keeps drinking away our money. And I'm recipient of his constant abuse. I have an even eye, so I hide my waste from the onlookers. Because I'm hideous... wait. It's because I'm hideous that other people don't bother me. Good for them. Currently, I'm writing to survive in this world, to prove that boss and wrong, that I'm not a dead weight. In fact, he is. But I'm afraid I won't be able to make it. I had my bottles. I had many bottles thrown at me for no reason. I had my savings I could scrape by being stolen by him. I had survived many beatings by him. And I have no one else to rely on. I'm truly alone in this across village of Praia, the miners and bandits refuge. And I want to send already to end. Alf, I know you're laughing at chat, but it just sounded like you were laughing at Fortune's mother killing herself. I'm crying. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. Wait, I wanted to end already, so I'm writing this diary as my obituary in case someone finds it after my passing. Hopefully it will be better. Так, now chapter 2. A new visitor is coming to our village. I repeat, a new visitor is coming to our village. Well, that's interesting. It's quite rare to see someone visiting our village. Usually they're high-class people coming in to trade or just random merchants that came to sell their wares. Today is no different. Almost. I can see a tall man who is seemingly some sort of scholar. Typical stuff for some poor sort to get curious about some rotten village before getting his stuff stolen, though in the best case scenario. But why is there a kid? Clad in almost all green, she seems pretty excited despite the gloomy atmosphere of the fellows, and the scholar is holding her close. Wow, a village! It feels suspicious. I want to run around it. Soul, you can't. We're still technically guests, so please, act appropriately. Besides my older sister, I haven't seen anyone my age in this village, so it is rather surprising to see someone else my age. I honestly wouldn't mind making a Maho audiobook video reading, but it probably send the video your way for you and upload it instead, because I don't want to get views of your story. Oh, thank you. Well, again, don't feel pressure to actually, making it, Again, like, at least I want to finish the first talk before I actually start equalizing it to VN, and I would like to actually upload this web series. And I want it to actually look like Umineko Gold. Like, where is it? We're interrupting our program so we could actually show you what I want to do. Ow, it's too loud! Like, even though I haven't read Umineko, unfortunately, I do need to read Umineko. I don't feel pressured at all. I just like Maho and want people to get into it so I can yap about them and Paulina being the best girl. Oh wait, maybe I should actually mute my BGM for this.
When Ava looked in the direction Cannon was pointing, the spectacle in front of her left her speechless.
I seriously do need to read Umineko. Like, Maho was also inspired by its designs.
On the door, filthy And in the spaces between those shapes, there were some strange, foreign symbols crammed together in a fitful, angry scrawl.
Sweet Lord in heaven. Is this one of those magic circles they use in satanic ceremonies?
Who did this? When did it appear?
There was nothing drawn here when I came by yesterday.
We must cover it up immediately before anyone else sees it. For now, Cannon and I will use the paint inside the storehouse, but we will give it a more thorough cleaning once the storm passes.
Yes, it would be best to get this vulgar graffiti out of sight, if only temporarily. Cannon, please raise the shutter at once.
Yes, ma'am.
Cannon squatted in front of the shed, turned a key in the lock, and slowly lifted the shutter. A loud screech resounded through the garden until that ominous drawing finally disappeared from their vision. For a moment,
Jess, is there something over this way?
I'm pretty sure there's a shed for gardening tools or something.
Like, I would like to, Maho Chronicles to kind of look like this. And well, since I actually used RenPy, it actually seems pretty doable, but there won't be voice acting, obviously.
sure enough, the three cousins eventually spotted an oar. The children could not see her face, but they could tell that she was hanging her head, and her usual pristine posture looked oddly broken and frail.
Wander into the garden and find her mother like.
When she heard the sound of wet footsteps behind her, a frantic expression rose to her face. She turned toward Battler, George, and Jessica with her arms spread wide, raw terror in her eyes as she cried out,
Don't come any closer! Go back inside the house!
in spite of her efforts, or rather, because of them. The children saw the scene Natsuhi was trying so desperately to shield them from. Inside the storehouse, with its shutter wide open, a faint fluorescent light shone down, flickering like a flame in the darkness. And there, right before their eyes, was...
George, take your cousins and get out of here! Now!
And Ava was also spreading her arms. A faint look of dread on her face. At first I thought she was trying to prevent us from getting too close to something dangerous. But that wasn't the reason. She was trying to stop us from seeing that scarring sight. As a mother, she was trying to protect us, to block our view of that terrible massacre by at least the width of one arm. This is some kind of sick joke, isn't it? I was fine. After all, I'd seen this kind of thing a million times. In movies, TV shows, comic books. Over and over again, I've seen it. This is just another scene, like in some stupid horror movie, right? I can take this. But that suit. It's my dad's, isn't it? So that must be Uncle Kraus. And Kyrie. Aunt Rosa. Mr. Goda.
Jessica! Stop! Can't go in there! You can't look!
Alright, I will stop here. Like, it still does have, like, much more conventional ones, like here. But yeah, again, like, with my, at least, some brief knowledge of RenPy, it is very doable. And, well, about this thing, like, I actually was looking forward to it. Like, actually, a professional voice actor to Mineko. But unfortunately, it seems to have gone under. So, yeah. Again, I need to read Umineko, for fuck's sake. I need to actually witness the fucking cinema. So, yeah. Wait. Let me actually pull up the music. And how, like, you know, the things that coincide what I wanted to do, but I wanted to use voice more to do the different voices. I might be a voice creature, but I don't have guy vocal cords. And, well, Also, sorry for the late reply. I was throwing up, but I was brave about it. Oh. Yeah, hopefully you're fine. Where the fuck is the music? Oh wait, here it is. Like, the things that Butler said about H for the yeah, it's Butler. So, like, having seen like in dozens of movies, yet still like way too terrified of seeing the real thing. Oh god, it just hits way too hard, you know. Now that I have been in several funerals, you know. Okay. Oh, I wanna play with him. Dad, please, I wanna play with that guy. What is that girl pointed at me? Shit. Well, I need to replace this with crap because, well, again, I tried to make it like the swearing kind of gradual, you know. Once Soul is like, "Yo, Fortune, don't swear," those are like bad words. He would be less inclined to swear overall, unless in like key moments. Being a med student removes your ability to be healthy. It's like living in Lop Corp. Oh. But the problem is just I'm just not really all that comfortable with writing swears in actual fiction, you know? It just feels way too weird, you know? So, it's rude to point at people, and this guy seems rather skittish, so let's approach him slowly, right? Oh fuck, now I'm the center of their attention. I looked towards other villagers, but they don't even seem to care in the slightest. Thank God my dad is snoozing during the day, or I would be in so much trouble. Hey, don't be afraid, alright? My daughter just wants to have friends. Nothing too bad. Yeah, friends. The daughter is practically beaming with excitement, while I, like an idiot, froze in place, unable to move despite how much I really want to run away. The scholar smiled at me. Swearing so much made me think he was 16. Well, unfortunately, Sylvie has taught him everything. Also, I actually want to age up Sylvie, at least in her date of death. Like, initially she was 12 when she died, but now I'm thinking that I could age her up to be at least like 15 when she tried to fucking dip. So yeah. I let the soul to grammatical errors be like, I let soul do the talking. Come on, introduce yourself. I'm Soul. I come here with Papa for the vacation. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I am Fortune. Why is the yell so long? Well, because shit happened to me way too young. And also because Pokemon. It's always, like, everything goes back to fucking Pokemon. The Soul from Planet Soul. Soul, I still have to watch over you, despite the fact that we're on vacation. This village is full of scary people, no offense. Who would want to harm you? So I just can't simply let you play with him. Oh wait, Fortune. I like that. Can we play and let me skip it. It's okay. If that's what you're concerned about, I'll keep you safe. Just tell me, where are you going to be staying at? I replied, gathering all the courage I could. But why? I can tell that this girl is going to pester me to no end. Oh, okay then. Please keep it close to the village and don't go running off to the forest. We'll be staying here at this inn, so you can return Soul here when you guys are finished. Good. It's not like we're going to be in the forest. Yay! The girl immediately helped me tightly, jumping up and down. The scholar couldn't help but chuckle at me being manhandled by his beast of a daughter. Come on, let's play. I'll be down for anything. We'll play tag around the village center. You'll be chasing me, alright? Okay. Again, don't go running off from the village. Again, don't go running off from the village. The scholar yelled before we nodded and started running around like idiots, surely becoming massive eyesore to the villagers. But it didn't matter. The girl's quite eccentric, and I have to admit, it's actually quite fun. Perhaps I missed this more than I thought I did. Unlike with my sister, I will not let my eyes off of her, because I don't want her to disappear. Так. Alright, chapter 3. It was seemingly an average day. I was 10 years old at the time, and despite everything, we still tried to keep ourselves afloat. My mom had her stomach swollen with mallow, so she didn't come out much at the time, and our dad was working in the mines. Wait, oh god, I think I kinda fucking contradicted myself here. Well, maybe he did work occasionally because, well, in the few chapters that I was writing, the dad pretty much stopped coming to work altogether, and Fortune was forced to fill in for him. And by that point, Sylvie was alive, so you know. Maybe I actually need to kinda retcon it so Sylvie dies, maybe. Yeah, because, well, the field chapter is kind of started to pan over the year, which is not my intention, but it kind of happened like this, I suppose. To keep our spirits up, me and my older sister Sylvia were playing with each other. It didn't matter what game we were playing. I gotta say, I like your particular flavor of English second language prose. Be it something more boyish like Cops and Robbers, or girlish like Moms and Daughters. What mattered most was the moment of respite that we had, the escape from reality. My sister would often help her mom, and I would often help my dad, so it was pretty stressful being there. She wasn't keen on playing, but she always obliged. After all, I am her family. Come on, sis, let's play. Oh, fine. You'll be washing the dishes then. Though it would have been more accurate that I saw the escape. She always had this expression of utter contempt and nihility. Our mom wasn't the best person around. She would often have breakdowns where she would break down crying, and Sylvie had to hear all of it. She would even lash out on us and beat Sylvie before apologizing to her, but by then the apologies rang cold to us, and having to listen to young brother's whims must have been too much. Yet I kept bothering her, just because I wanted an escape. It was selfish of me to not be curious about how she truly felt inside all those years. Alright. In some parts, some parts it's pretty clear how your native language influences your use of metaphors or saying, and it's really neat because it really sells the feelings that Fortune is writing this himself. It's like hearing a winter into a different culture. The most part, they aren't fucking Russian, they were supposed to be fucking Irish. Technically. They actually don't really have nationalities, like again, those fantasy thingies where, they have nationalities in a much more broader sense, you know? So, pretty much, the place where Fortune comes from is based on Europe. Or, rural Europe. Irish. Yeah, I mean, Lucy was kinda Irish, so that must be Irish. Olaf, I was imagining this village planted in a smack dab of middle of Siberia. Fuck you mean Irish? I'm sorry. Like, please just... Like, basically, let's just call it Europe. A very shitty rural Europe, but still. But he ain't British, that's for sure. This is my second Maho Canon event. Alright, we'll be playing hide and seek. You seek, I hide. I got it. Yes, ma'am. Jeez, stop doing that. It's genuinely annoying. Why did I agree to this? Why did I want to play hide and seek specifically? My first 1 year, the Chronicles fortune was 11, 12. Yeah, it's because I don't really want to do the whole setup shit if we get things like this. Because, well, it just kind of slows down the pacing for me. I don't know. Like, hello, my name is Fortune. I'm 12 years old and I live in the European country or some sort with my family, with Sylvie, who is like previously 12 at the time of your death, but now she's like 15. Like, I don't know. I just don't like too much exposition. That's why I don't really like Caroline. I think I just use her as a fucking exposition machine. Again, that's why I really want to make a visual novel. It at least like visually tells you what the fuck is going on. And I don't like, those dialogue indicators. Like, it kind of feels way too... like, it reminds me of those fanfics that were made by younger people. And no shit to them. Like, you gotta start somewhere after all. But still, like, it just brings me way too much, memories. So I just decided to not use those. And that's why, like, sometimes dialogue can be a bit confusing on who the fuck says shit. Alright, I'm closing my eyes. 1, we weren't supposed to be alone in the forest. 2, our parents. No, every adult told us to stay away from it. 3, yet we didn't listen. We never did. 4, we assumed it was just a scary tale to scare children off. We assumed that the forest was safe. 5, and it was. Nothing better happened the first time we went here. 6, so we came back here. 7. It's also dumb when I actually read this out. Like, it was supposed to be like inside the person's head, but when you read it like this, it's just like again 8, again 9, and again 10. But we should have listened. Alright, I'm seeking you, Sylvie. Dialogue indicators can be used well, especially if you make them flow with the rest of the text. But yeah, if I had to criticism Maho that some chapters it can genuinely get so confusing, yeah. Especially if it's more than 2 people speaking to one another, yeah. Again, it's just because I like that one formatting, like, like for let me type it out in the chat. Fucking ligament. Like, don't know, just... Yeah, that's why I don't use those at all. And I don't really want things to state like from the third person, because I do struggle writing shit in third person. Again, because it will actually rely heavily on actually explaining the surroundings. So it is like, that's why I decided to, from POV of certain characters. Because, well, actually writing from the third person will be so difficult for me. At first, I didn't assume anything. I thought I would easily find her as always. She wasn't good at hiding, usually. Sylvie, where are you? But the forest was eerily silent. Not even a single rustle was heard. Eventually I gave up and I gave up searching and shouted, "Sylvie, it isn't funny, I lose!" Yet despite my loud declaration, nobody came. I started to panic. "Sylvie, where are you?" I started to run around the forest, trying to find anything that could lead to Sylvie. "Sylvie, where are you? Come out, please!" But I couldn't find anything. The thought of Sylvie going missing started to creep in. The thought I was dreading the most. Also, what the fuck is ligament? I'm actually curious. Yeah, she died of those. I prefer... My sister died of legumes and water, trying to avoid salty pathetic eyes. I felt your hand touching my comforting silent gesture. She was usually so vocal, not like this. Unfortunately, I have a lot of skill issue, so I cannot like do this too. I don't know. Sylvie, please, come on out. Fuck me trying to suppress my screaming and my voice and just like unenthusiastic delivery just makes it sound so stupid. I don't know how much I learned, how desperately I was trying to find her, to reassure myself that she was just pulling a prank on me. That's my personal writing style. Sylvie, please come on to me. Please just come out. It's alright, you'll get to hand me to his practice in time. Yeah, despite everything I couldn't find her. I was crying loudly at that point. I just wanted to have my sister back, to reassure me, to say that she's here, to say that she went too far with her prank, to say that we are going home together. So Sylvie, please, I'm sorry. I'm being a bad brother. I love how in the universe, like, fucking a 10-year-old child is having a breakdown over his sister fucking missing, and I'm just laughing my ass off. How are you supposed to cry, not laugh? Like, child dying, and I'm just like, hee-hee-ha, hee-hee-ha. Like, that cat over here literally me when child dies. I'm sorry, but you can blame FNAF for this. Now I find the dying children way too funny. Unfortunately, I will soon find out what happened to her. I ended up returning home, bringing awful news to our household. Our dad was understandably angry and ended up beating me black and blue. Blue for losing my sister, while mom, she was in stupor. She couldn't move an inch. She just blankly stared at the floor, not averting her eyes from it in the slightest. He's watching sobbing over his sister dying. Stuck on this, not watching from the heaven to Mao get wrecked. The missing posters went up in the village and a search party was conducted. I was praying for better, thinking she might have got stuck somewhere and God adults would return her to us. I also went in TM somewhere. Fuck, the thing ate my card! But they only returned the black bag. I am sorry for your loss. They wouldn't let us see her body. They said what had happened to her was too gruesome to show, especially to a child and a pregnant woman. All I knew is that her vital organs were gone, and just like that, she was discarded deep in the forest, naked. I will actually tell a tidbit about this, but I'll actually finish reading the story. After that, I blamed myself for what happened to Sylvie. I wish that whoever did this to Sylvie could have claimed me instead. I was crying out loud. Why wasn't I targeted? Why she of all people was claimed? What did she do to deserve any of this? I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep at all after this. I always slept with Sylvie together in bed, so without her by my side, it felt extraordinarily empty. I tried to convince myself that it was just a bad dream and I would wake up with Sylvie by my side, looking as grumpy yet loving as ever. Yet I never woke up. I like to think Marco shares a universe with your silly son and so, well, because it would be so hilarious. Well, technically they are. It's just they are on a way higher plane. After that, I finally understood what Sylvia was going through all this time. Now I became the recipient of constant abuse and yelling. I hated this. I hated everything. Why were we born in this awful place? Me and Sylvia could have been just an average peasant children, who nevertheless still had family to rely on. Me and Sylvia could have lived a lavish lifestyles of aristocrats who could have had all Swiss in the world. Me and Sylvia could have just lived a normal life. But it wasn't meant to be. Now Sylvia is dead. And now Mello was going to be born in this awful household. I swore to myself to never look away from reality ever again. Anyway, the tidbits that kinda inspired this whole thing. And Heiko, do you read Hunter x Hunter? Answer me. Like, it is a very crucial question. Or do you plan on reading Hunter x Hunter? While you answer it, I'll start reading the chapter 1. Age for the chapter 3-1. Well, it was a hard day as always. Walking through blood and sweat just to provide for yourself with stuff. Having to do dirty job. I watched Hunter x Hunter when I was a kid. Fell out of it at some point. So, you probably won't care for this, okay. Okay, so there's a character called Sarasa, and she's introduced in later chapters. And well, and she was an old friend of the Phantom Troop before Phantom Troop was even like, well, it was already established, but that was before they decided to be gay and commit crimes. But unfortunately, I don't remember all too well, but she was basically searching for other tapes, and well, those trafficking bastards got to her. And look what had happened to her. And it was also so pretty much said that those bastards also made a snuff film out of all of this. So yeah, they now seek their revenge. So yeah. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter spoilers. Well, it just gives you motivation on why Phantom Troop is the way it is, you know? Because initial plan for Sylvie, like initial plan, she was just supposed to be a very minor character. Like, oh yeah, I used to have an older sister or something, and well, they would also go like play hide and seek, and during this Sylvie would go missing, and her personality was actually very different, like drastically different, because she was a minor character. She was also just as disturbed as his mother, you know, mentally not all that sane and very skittish. So one day they went hide and seeking, and Sylvie went missing forever. And I wanted to left her fate at that, is that she went missing. But then I read this chapter, and it gave me, how do I put this? Devious ideas. Absolutely devious ideas. And I actually, when writing this, I actually wanted to leave Sylvie's fate much more ambiguous. Like maybe the search party actually retrieved another kid who died in the forest, and how like it wasn't Gachis who killed her. It was actually a crime syndicate that was acting here locally, which would actually make a reappearance later in actual main Maho. And well, I ultimately decided, you know what, fuck this kid, and I just decided to stand or snap her. I'm a little bit extreme pain in my ears hurts. I can't keep listening to the stream. I'll dip out for a while. Yeah, I'll enjoy Maho and have fun. Live. You keep putting those children to peril. So yeah, you bastards better be listening to me, or else this reading will be out for naught. Yeah, we already know your situation, kid. Scum. God, who cares? You came here to work, not to whine. I beg. Alright, you better listen up, you little shit. I would pay. Hey, where are you going, Glass? I hate these people. I hate this village. I hate everyone. Why can't we leave? Eret, you listen to Maho. Why can't we have a normal life? If our dad wasn't using our funds to buy alcohol, we would have at least have stable lives. Do it in my set, Eret. And my mom, she's the worst. Why did she even end up with this literal scum of the earth? Oh, I believe in redemption, my ass. That piece of trash is constantly weighs us down. I'm dying of woke. My little shit is listening. He keeps beating us to a pulp, berating for ruining his life. It's awful. Why do we force to tolerate him? Why can't we just leave him in the ditch? Oh, and it's due to that unstable relationship with him. Does she keep lashing out on me, saying that I ruined her life by merely existing, saying if I wasn't born, none of this would have happened. I didn't ask to be born. I didn't ask to be born in this hellscape. I would have been genuinely better off not being there at all. Yet I'm here, and it's all your fault. And now she's She's pregnant with Mellow. Even if I heard cries, just like with R. Well, at least I do have him. He's in a room, playing with wooden figurines I made during my lumberjacking. He is the only visage of innocence that I have. It's only with him I feel truly like a child. Sylvie! It's only his eyes that shine with such light with them, a shine that makes my heart swell for once. He rushes to hug me, and I prepare, as he is a massive scam that doesn't know his strength. Oof! Wait, let me do something. I know it's a dead meme, bля. Now loot, or else. Yeah! Yeah! Бля. How's your job going? Alright, still not enough to buy a loaf of bread though. I would not waste it on candy either. I'm the oldest one here, remember? Yeah. How's yours? Fine. It seems like I have gotten better at this whole carrying rocks thing. My desk workers even praise me. Now that's a rarity. I sit down on the floor, thinking of a game that we're going to play now. He's probably quite bored playing with figurines, so they're out. Let's just lie down and contemplate. Her sister is out of ideas today. She wants to have a break. Oh, my ass is being flattened. Oh, fine. Don't cry. We lay down to the floor, staring at the ceiling. I hate my younger brother. He's so naive. He always thinks that I'm some sort of grand figure that can provide him with all the entertainment, and when I don't, he gets disappointed. It's so stupid. And well, adults at least treat him somewhat kindly, him being younger than me and all. Not unlike his hack of a sister that should know better. He's constantly being coddled like a baby, and I hate it. Yet I'm the one doing vast majority of the coddling. Despite everything, he smiles what drives me to continue living. Seeing him even remotely silent or sad just makes me angry at the person who made him feel this way. And if it's me who is the reason, then I can't forgive myself for failing him. All I want to give him is the childhood I was robbed of. To give him the fantasy that is in the books, of a loving family where you can live with no worry of tomorrow. I want him to continue smiling, to continue being a child. See, I have given up on my hope long ago, so I want to carry it in my stead. After all, he's my only sunshine, and the only person I truly care about. CS, do you hate me? Where did you get that idea, idiot? You always seem pretty frowny. Are you mad at me? I will if you keep asking that question. I can't be as frowny as I wanna be. I can't do it. Even if I actually wanted to, I can't. Once again, there is no hope for me. I'm forever cursed with having my innocence stolen away, torn apart. Smiling for me is impossible. Joke. Fine, come here, I didn't mean it. Of course I don't hate you. Hugging him soothes my soul. Feeling him close just makes me feel like I'm about to burst into tears. Yet I can't. I'm his older sister, and despite everything, I'm still his idol. Oh god, with you I'm going to ruin the reading so much more. So, sniff. Yeah. Where does he get all those delusions from? Sure, Dude, he's annoying as hell, but still. Maybe I shouldn't have thought of that at all. Maybe he's a psychic or something. Oh, it's okay, LFD, I'll just go insane and forget. There, your sister doesn't hate you. Just stop crying and she'll love you. Really? Yeah. He melts into my embrace and calms down. I can feel his breath coming down in my arms, and the shadow stop completely. Now he's just sleeping. Maybe, just like me, he does lie to me to make me feel better. He truly is stupid. Well, soon I have to get up and meet our parents. Let me place him on the bed and tie him nicely. And oh god, now I'm dying, actually. I actually want to go to sleep. So maybe I'll read this chapter out. And, well, we'll finish the stream here and there. Again, I currently unlisted the previous vote, so I could actually chop it up to include the commentary or the live commentary of my checks, you know? Because it's still very insightful, so you know? Okay. Like, only to cut out that funny part. Yeah, people better go insane and forget. Well, that's embarrassing. Apparently a couple of kids decided to play in the woods and one of them got missing. We were given a brief description of what she looked like and we went searching for her. And that kid also happens to be who keeps taking on odd jobs as well. In spite of not having any powers to speak of, she was useful to some extent as a cleaner-up. That kid was ready to do almost anything for money. Is her family poor? Well, it's not our business to mess with others' affairs. Till I forget what I was talking about again. You're merely an association, not an authority. We settle here merely because it's one of the few places that would accept us. We just settled in as its guild. Just a band of lowly wandering vagabonds. Because it's due to that vague familiarity with her that we decided to put in more effort. And it was a slow day anyway, so we had nothing better to do. The forest is truly enormous. Many paths that seem to loop into themselves make you wonder why those kids even frequented the forest as they did before one of them disappeared. It's because due to being locals, they could navigate their way easily. But kids are kids, and they're bound to make mistakes. The search party lasted for 2 days before we stumbled across a curious corpse. It was her, but it was horrendous. Her stomach was ripped open, the clothes were torn apart, and the face was mangled. The organs were missing, and the blood spread everywhere. Oh god. It seems like the work of a syndicate of sorts. It's usually to them that the organs matter most. And it's not just the heart or especially the brains, organs that demons feast upon and desire so much. But it's strange how it all set up. Maybe we're dealing with something far sinister. Well, we gotta deliver the news. What? No way. The mother was crying and the son... wait, that was the opposite way. What? No way. The mother was crying and the son was in silent stupor. Yet despite his silence, we knew for a fact he's thinking it wasn't his mom. The implications of his sister's disappearance were pretty. They left the establishment went in silence, and it was up to us to give the child the proper burial. When she was finally put to rest, we couldn't help but feel conflicted. on one hand, maybe we should have reached out to her. Maybe we shouldn't have ignored all those signs that something was seriously wrong. She was utterly nihilistic for a child, and it was a shame that she died before even seeing a glimpse of hope. It's a sad tragedy all around. On the other hand, it felt like inevitability. Despite her minor combat skills that allowed her to walk alongside us, she had no powers. If she wandered far into the woods, she wouldn't have survived either way. She should be either trafficked, killed, or spirited away by a demon. There's so much a child like her can do. For her to live amongst us would be a miracle, but unfortunately miracles are miracles and they can never happen. It was just a child play after all, just a whim. And due to that whim, the child died. Unfortunately, we failed. But it was an inevitability. Also, it was literally based on, like, the whole to live among us. Yeah, for him to live among us! My throat is kinda dying, so you know. Блять. I look away for 5 seconds. And we have baby rats. Oh, wow. So I think we can finish this. Again, my throat is dying and I want to sleep. So yeah, I think we're going to call it off for today. Even though I did barely any fucking inking. I was just flexing my music and then I had to take down the word and then I was reading Maho and yapping about Maho, so yeah. Alright, I seriously need a fucking drink. Best Valentine stream ever, indeed. So yeah, goodbye everyone, I'll go fuck bed. Seriously, I really do need that. See you, I don't know when, actually. Again, I don't want to take a bit of a break from streaming, so yeah.